Hello students, how are you? Yes, today also I am going to start one more chapter revision about minerals and power resource. Already did I explain very details about power and minerals na? Yes, exactly I have explained minerals and power resource very well. Already I explained with more examples also. Okay students, you may recall once again about minerals and power resource. Already I introduced to you about introduction of minerals and power resource, and you learn type of minerals and power resource, and you learn distribution of minerals and power resource and distribution in India, minerals distributed in India, uses of minerals, uses of minerals, conservation of minerals, how to we may conserve minerals na, that one already you have learned. And next important topic, power resource. In the power resource you have learned especially okay two important types you have learned, isn't it or not? Yes, very good. And in on that you learn conservation resource, firewood, coal and petroleum, natural gas, okay, hydel power, isn't it or not? Yes, this all are coming under the conventional source of our power resource. And next, non-conventional source of energy. Under that, solar energy, wind energy, nuclear energy, geothermal energy, and tidal energy, and biogas. These all things in previous class you learned very well. This is most important headline students. You must have to keep in your mind each one. Just briefly I am going to explain to you. You must have to should be keep in your mind very well these all things, and don't forget what I am going to giving you clue, that all things you must have to keep your mind. From this chapter also some questions and objectives also will come in examination, so you have to concentration on that. Can you do? Yes, I hope you can do. Right students, listen carefully. We have learned in previous section introduction of minerals. How minerals we are getting? Yes, these minerals which are naturally came, which are available in earth. It was shape of solid, or we observe crust shape we may observe. In on the earth already we have seen now. Yes, our earth layers divided into three, especially crust, mantle and core. The core which may divided into two. One is inner core, one more is outer core. Yes, already have learned. Then we have the meaning of the minerals. The meanings of minerals you may observe, especially minerals which are naturally formed, which are appearing to us in different areas. Especially you may observe in plateau surface area. In our India, you may observe Deccan Plateau in Chotanagpur and Malwa. In these areas, more minerals are available. That one you have learned. So, previous the mineral which was the formed in a rock
From that we are dividing to different metals and non-metals. About that we already have learned characteristics of minerals. Isn't it or not? Yes. That suppose one rock is there. Now it is brick, you know. Previous time which is there in the land. This soil, it was in fertile shape. From that we are making this brick as well as the same. Okay, if we take one rock, from that also we can bring one metallic or non-metallic thing. That character, the rock has its own characters or characteristics you may observe. For example, you may observe, you have learned three different rocks now: sedimentary rock, igneous rock, and one more is metamorphic rock. From the each rock, different minerals are coming. That is, we may observe characteristic of minerals. And already have learned type of minerals. How many type of minerals did you learn? Yes, you have learned two types of the minerals. One is metallic and one more is non-metallic minerals. Okay, what are the metallic minerals? What are the non-metallic minerals? Did you learn or not? Yes, which are more hard and supreme power. That minerals are coming under the metallic mineral, which are soft or liquid, that are coming under the non-metallic minerals. Yes, very good. And you have learned extraction of minerals. The minerals which are distributed in different places. In this place, some different type of the minerals are available. The same minerals are available in maybe another place also, but which are minerals are available? For example, if you take in Telangana, in Khammam district, coal mines are there. Or if you go to Anandapuram and Karnataka border, there are iron minerals we are getting because there are iron ores are there. Like that, different places, different minerals are available. That's why you may observe extraction of the minerals. That extraction, different places. That minerals, we may observe distribution of minerals in the world. In the world, especially, you may observe the minerals which are available in different countries. Different minerals are there. Yes, very good. Already some countries which are famous for produce different minerals from the earth. Already you have learned here in different continents in Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia, North America, South America, and even Antarctica places. In that continents, which minerals are available, which are the most useful to the human being, which country is most producing the minerals, also you have learned in previous class. And especially you have learned distribution of minerals in our India. Yes, very good. You may observe in India. Right, in India, different places minerals are available, especially in Malwa Plateau and Chotanagpur Plateau and Deccan Plateau. Here in these places, more minerals are available in our India. About that also we have learned. And uses of minerals. Are you using minerals in different ways or not? Yes, very good. Now you are watching mobile now. Yes, this mobile also coming from different minerals, particles. Through that it was formed. Isn't it or not? In this copper is included, and it is included in iron, it is included silver, some of the metals. So you are using directly or indirectly also. In your home different vessels are there. Is there or not? Yes, that vessels also different type of the minerals which are the formed in different vessels type. You may observe. We are using minerals different. Now I am using this watch. It is also coming from the metallic. So it is formed. Now I am using. Like that we may observe. Different ways you are using. Next you learn conservation of minerals. You are using every day. Whatever you need, that much you are using. But we must have to take care of about that. We have to conserve minerals. We must have to conservation of the minerals. Why we have to conserve? Suppose, we are getting petroleum from the petrol ores. See, if you will use the more petrol, again for it to replace, it will take several thousand years. It is coming under the non-renewable resource. So, how much you need, that much you use for your bike petrol or for your car diesel. You can use and you can travel. But unnecessarily you don't travel from one place to another place. How? Now electricity is there. How much time you want to use? You can use, no problem. If whenever you are not there in your room, you must have switch off your switches. Then you can save the electricity. Like that, you have learned here especially 3 R's. One is reuse, reduce and recycle. Isn't it or not? Very good, student. In the first 2 classes, we have learned introduction of minerals, meaning of minerals, characteristic of minerals, type of minerals, extraction of minerals, distribution of minerals in the world, distribution of minerals in India, and use of minerals and conservation of minerals. Not only that, students, especially second point you may observe power resource. Already we recall the minerals now, and next one is power resource. This power resource also can be divided into 2 types. How many types of power resources are there? Yes, very good, 2 types. One is conventional source, one more is non-conventional source. One is conventional source, one more is non-conventional source. Right. Under the conventional source, you have land, firewood, coal, petroleum, natural gas, and tidal power. What did you learn? Firewood, coal, petroleum, natural gas, and tidal power. Even you observe here, especially these all are naturally happen. If you use one time, it will complete. Then for the replace of this again things, it will take several years. For example, firewood. Through that you can make heat. Through that you can make electricity, or you can use cooking. You can use for the making different product things, etc. You observe. And coal also available from the earth. If you use the coal, it also give us energy. Fire also giving us energy, and coal is giving us energy, and petroleum is giving energy, and natural gas giving energy, and tidal energy also you may observe giving energy. Right. Coal, which is available from the earth. coal mines we get, it is giving energy. Through that, you can make electricity or you can run the steam engines. You can use for the factories. You use for the navy, etc. purpose you may observe. For the usage of this coal, entirely 4 types are, we can say, and different ways. That's why friends, especially here, non-conventional source or non-conventional resource things which are available, but if we use and that all will be complete in our earth. That's why how much we need, that much only we have to use. Isn't it or not? Are you getting clarity? Yes. This is not non-conventional resource. See? No, it is conventional resource or conventional source. Right. Next, non-conventional resource or non-conventional source which are coming. What is non-conventional source? Which are available naturally, again available, without keeping any more minerals. We can get energy that is coming under the non-conventional resource or non-conventional source. How can we get energy? Yes, solar. If is there solar plates, you will keep upon your house, upon your tent, or you keep on the mountains and everywhere. It will get itself from the sun rays. So it create the energy and it will give us. Through that we can make electricity, or we can run some vehicles. Some solar buses are there, it will run. Solar trains are there, you can run. Like that you may observe, and you can keep in upon your house. Through that you can use for the boiling water also. Next, wind energy. Windmills are there now on the mountains. Yes, very good. When turbines are running, at the time the wind is generating, so we are getting energy. Through that we can make electricity. And nuclear, geothermal, and tidal. This all we can prepare. It is possible, but this non-conventional source, it will after getting energy, after complete of the product, it will not available in the earth. For this it is taking several years, but it is no need that much. From the sunlight we can get, from the wind we can get, from the, if we keep some things for making the nuclears, then it will generate, it is giving again and again. That's why you have learned here conventional source and non-conventional source. How many types of the power resources are there? Yes, 2 types of the power resources are there. These all things do you learn in last class or not? Yes, very good. I hope you have learned these all things.
Okay, students, you have now revised this chapter, minerals and power resource. I hope you will keep in your mind. You go through the material. You must have to learn 1 mark questions. In that, pakka 2 questions maybe will be there in examination, and 3 mark questions means short questions you must have to learn. From that also questions will come, and learn long question answers, and especially you must have to focus on arts question. You must have to focus on the arts question, and you have to read extra information also. From that also objectives will come, as well as you must have to read textbook 1 or 2 times. Okay, tomorrow I discuss this chapter. Okay, read 1 time textbook and learn this all question answers, and come in live interaction section with your ideas. If any doubt is there, we will discuss in live interaction. Bye students.